channel on this Tuesday, November 5th. And I just got back from voting. You really can't see that. This is actually from the last time I voted on this local, what do they call it, a referendum or something. I just got the form. I don't know why, I just stood there and waited for it to be processed. And it said, processed, whatever. Then as I went to walk back, and she said something. And I didn't hear it, so I stopped. And she's like, oh, exit this way. They don't want you going through. And the way you came in. So I saw the stickers. They didn't offer one. And I was already in momentum. I said, I'm not stopping. But then I realized I could put this on for the video. So I remembered I had one. I didn't know if I left it out or not, threw it out or not. Anyways, that counted as my walk because I walked there. They changed the polling station, so it's now at the local high school where I used to be at an elementary school. So I think total that was about 3 miles. And on the way back I went shopping. So I got this sticker, and I got my Shaw sticker. So I got a gallon of milk, and true to form, not being smart, because I'm gonna have to carry this stuff home. I got 3. I had 3 bags of groceries. I'll be right back. Yes, so as I was saying, let's see, I'm just curious. Gallon of milk. £8.7. I didn't realize it was that heavy. So almost 10 pounds. Bag number 1. £5.8. So almost 16 pounds. This is a heavy one. £8.8. So, what is it, about 24 pounds maybe? This is a light one. 4.3 pounds. So, probably just under 30 pounds. But then, okay, so the grand total was $85.28. Again, as from carrying those bags. I had to take a shower when I got home. I was all sweaty. Oh, and then really smart is I went out with a hoodie. And I know it's supposed to be warm today. It might have hit. It was in the high 70s. It might hit in the 80s. In the sun, it was in the 80s. It's hot out there. So, $85.28. One good thing is, I went to get something sweet, even though I've got a couple of the drumsticks, ice creams in the freezer. They had the Nabisco back. This is the latest thing that I've been doing a lot of, is dipping this in tea. So they got the Nabisco, which is better quality cookie than the Signature Store brand. And this one here is baked goods. No. Grocery Nabisco, very first one. $5.99. Made with real ginger. Bulky rolls. I've been buying these for a while. If I make myself a hamburger, those are the hamburger buns are just too small, in my opinion. And bulky rolls, $4.49. That's 8. No, 6. Margarine. Gotta have margarine. That'll go. This one's not much left. The margarine is, and $3.49. Gotta have some breakfast at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but not with the sausages. I got some bologna. Gotta have some fried bologna. So, refrigerated. Oh, the milk. The milk is $4.29 for a gallon of milk. Sausage links, $4.99 for the sausage links. Johnsonville. Who was that guy that I think he passed away? The guy that used to do those commercials for the breakfast sausages. Wasn't he a country singer? Or was he a football player? I have here $7.49 for 1.15 pounds of 85% hamburger. They say it's best to get some hamburger meat with some fat in it, not the lean stuff. It just dries out. They didn't have the party wings, they have the chicken wings. And these were $13.56. I made sure to check. This was $14.24 for the date. They had some others that were $11.07. So these are the whole wings. Didn't see the party wings available. They fall apart if you just cook them. You don't have to cut them up. Sometimes I do that for the buffalo wing effect. Yep, $13.56. So that was one of the heavy items. I think that weighs as much as the milk. And I went to the deli department, of course, for the bologna. This was $4.23 for a little over half a pound, 0.53 Greek pasta. Yeah, I went to the grocery store hungry. So I had that in front of me while I was waiting for him to slice the bologna, and I got pepperoni. Oh, yeah. Deutschmarker. 1 pound. $5.99. There's no way I can resist. got American cheese because I was thinking I was going to make a hamburger when I got home. $3.20 for half a pound of Taglio American white cheese. Tuesdays must be the day they drop off the pizza dough because it's frozen. So I'll put that in the fridge because I see a pizza in my future. Half a pound of the Margheriti sandwich pepperoni, $4.45. I usually get the smaller ones, but I was thinking about a nice slice on a hamburger. So, fine ripe tomatoes, four fine ripe tomatoes. Produce, $4.89 for tomatoes. And I had to get celery because I couldn't remember if I had any celery left. I've been eating a lot of celery lately. Oh, I looked on Shaw's website and they do have Cheez Whiz. I just don't know where it is. I have to figure that out. My next task at Shaw's. Where's the Cheez Whiz, man? Oh, celery. Celery was $3.90. I said $3.99, right? I got a small thing of tomato sauce. The last time I made pizza, I don't think I did a video on it. I made a pizza real quick. And yeah, I made it with all anchovies. And didn't feel like doing a video. Just was so hungry. Yeah, that's right. So I need to put a date on it, on a marker. So I had a jar of tomato sauce in the fridge. There's no mold on it, but it's got to be weeks since I've opened that. So I bought this small thing of tomato sauce. And the tomato sauce, $2.99. I think I run the course on raisin toast. So I just picked up a regular, what I usually buy is not the 100% wheat, but this wheat bread. And the wheat bread is split top wheat, $2.49. And a dozen eggs. $5.49. So that's today's grocery haul, and my arms are tired. I'll probably feel it tomorrow. But yeah. I did the cookies right. Yeah. And the milk. And that was over 15 minutes, so when I come back, I'll be making myself, let's see, 2 eggs. I think I got a hash brown left in the freezer, and fried bologna, so I'll be right back. So I'm back. Didn't want to bore you with the hash brown, so I already started it. was something I was forgetting, and I hadn't brought my eggs out. You know, you got something around for a long time when it starts disintegrating, so this was like an odd leftover container, you know, some leftover something, and I looked at the dishes that I washed, and I saw this. I'm like, what happened here? It's just brittle. It's full. It's disintegrating. That's odd. It's not like I was stored in the sun or something. Okay, so take my hash browns brown. One hash brown. Salted. I don't know, I just been doing this recently. Putting a little peanut oil. Boy, this thing gets really hot. I've got my butter here. Sometimes I have luck doing this, sometimes I don't. And this is one of those times. I got a little bit of a napkin. Toast. Wow, that was quick. This toaster's gotta be 10 years old. Oh, the fridge is turned on. Every time I scrape this container, I think about that article I read. It was a headline a couple of months ago that said we all consume, like, I could have sworn it said every month, a credit card sized amount of microplastics, and I'm like, where does that come from? But every time I scrape this, I'm like, am I getting plastics on that? So, I used to always put my eggs on 2 slices of toast. But then you go in a restaurant, they like to serve with this triangles. I don't know if restaurants that do that put the egg on the toast. Aesthetically, it looks. I got a cup of water here. It's interesting how you can make eggs at home, but in a restaurant that always seems, well, if you go to a good place, it tastes better. I don't know if it's the grill or the ambiance or the aesthetics. So I got 2 eggs. Watch out. 2 eggs, sunny side up, little runny. No big deal. Dope. One, two, three. Alright, let me clear this out of the way. Alright, there you go. Nice evening breakfast. Breakfast just means your first meal of the day. Got some salt, pepper, hot sauce, Tabasco. Oh yeah. You know what I did a while ago? I have 2 of the small cans of beans. And you always see English breakfast, they have like a grilled tomato, some type of sausage, eggs, and baked beans. So I tried breakfast with baked beans. It was pretty good. So I have my tea. I have my is already. Oh, most importantly, dough. I got my toast. One of them. Just a little Tabasco. Usually I fold up one of the slices with my heavily drenched fried bologna. There's also something about those little plastic containers of like grape jelly that you get, like at IHOP. I haven't been to IHOP in years. When was the last time I did an IHOP video? I should go there like in the morning and eat in my car. Oh. Yeah, I forgot already. I don't know, people say I complain, but I don't know what to tell you. I can't make this stuff up. So, as you recall, I went to Arby's, right? And I enjoyed their deep fried turkey sandwich, but I couldn't resist getting the French dip since I drove all the way up there. And you got the cameras, the audio, you get your meal. There's a lot you're thinking about, making sure everything's correct. I got my sandwich out, and I can't remember the last time I went up there for the French dip, so I forgot about the packaging. It's not something that, it's gonna catch my eye. So there was another sandwich in there, wrapped up, and I had my anjou sauce. That's probably what threw me off. Anjou, whatever. I had that. was at a tilt, so I put it back, so it was upright. I didn't want it spilling in the bag. So I had my meal, did the video. I come home and I'm like, I had it sitting on the counter. Then I put it in the fridge. Anyways, later on that evening, I decided to have my French dip sandwich. So I put the oven on warm. Put the bag, wrapper and all, didn't unwrap it, put it in the oven. I put the orange juice sauce in there. I was a little concerned about whether the plastic, I think warm is about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So I took the plastic off, and the other thing is just wax coated, paper. I take the sandwich out, unwrap it, so I'm still unwrapping it. And to my surprise, to my chagrin, it's a gyro. They gave me a gyro with the au jus sauce. Now the guy in front of me, he ordered and he left. There wasn't someone in back of me. When I was at the window, unless it was like an app order. That kills me, because they gave me the au jus sauce. I still had it, and I ate it. It was a gyro. But the paper, let me get the paper and wrapper. It says gyro on it. I forgot I have the wrapper. Yeah, so, oh, wait a minute. The wrapper says French dip on this side. It says Greek gyro on that side. It's a dual purpose. Oh, never mind. It says roast beef on this corner. I thought the French dip came in a box. That was my point I was going to make, is that if I went there frequently enough, I would have immediately noticed. I saw the gyro on the paper. So yeah, that's not on me, because that's what they use for the. I could have sworn it was in a box that you open up for the French dip. I don't know. I'll have to look at that video. I was planning on just going up there to satisfy my hunger for a French dip sandwich, not do a video on it. Let me get the receipt. So here's the receipt. French dip and Swiss, $6.59. I wonder how much the gyro is. But oh, I did have my cherry turnover as compensation. That was okay after the gyro for dessert. I put the au jus sauce in the fridge because I think I'm going to get that sandwich. You know, there still is another Friendly's that's closed near what's there. It's been closed for a couple of years now, I think. Man, time flies. Last night I might have left at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was playing Minecraft, trying to find diamonds. And I'm like, you know what? I can't resist. I'm going to McDonald's to get a quarter pounder with cheese deluxe. And I even left my slippers on in the car. And it's a 24-hour McDonald's on Route 1. So I'm looking on Google, and it says it's busy. Just before that, it was like, they said slower than usual, not busy. And then it popped up, and I Googled how they get that information. Well, if you have an iPhone or a mobile phone, you have their app. If you opt into that information being broadcast to the internet, that's how they track that information. Because I'm like, how do they know the traffic, how busy a establishment is? So it's your phone. If you opt to share that information. So if you have, it could be busy. What if you had a lot of people that just don't have iPhones at that particular moment going through, the drive-through? Then it wouldn't show it. So I drive up there, and as I pull in, I'm like, wow, that was great, because traffic was very, not much traffic at all. There were half a mile between cars. I pull in and I see there's a van at the employee door next to the two drive-throughs where you place your order. And it's got a long hose coming out of the van going into the door. I didn't see what it was some maintenance vehicle. And then they had hurriedly written down with a marker or even like pen on a piece of paper and taped it to the first one. Probably had one on the second one too. And it said, closed for maintenance. Open at 5 a.m. Oh, I heard my brain was already looking forward to that quarter pounder. I can imagine the disappointment on my face when I read that. And, yeah, so I had to go home, all disappointed. And when I turned around, I'm going south, there's a Wendy's. And I know that they close. They don't close like the Burger King next to McDonald's was already closed. They close pretty early. But the Wendy's, I remember reading online that their hours were like 2 a.m. The camera turned off. Yeah, I remember reading online that their hours were 2, and I'm like, I was rubbernecking when I was passing and regretting that I passed, but then I said, I don't want something that maybe is being hurriedly put together. These guys, they're seeing their end of their shift, they want out of there. And they're getting all this overflow from McDonald's people who are all, they were looking forward to. I thought to myself, this must be like an addict when they go to their dealer and they're all out. They start going through withdrawals or something. They have to have something. So everyone I was rubbernecking over at McDonald's, and one guy was pulling in, and I was trying to look at his face to see if it's almost like I was going to get some satisfaction out of his disappointment, to sort of relieve the disappointment that I had. That they were closed. But yeah, I was thinking I should have went into Wendy's. But you know what I had? When I got home, I had a bowl of Cheerios and a bag of microwave popcorn. I said I wasn't going to have any more, but nothing. I had no ill side effects, so nothing, no pain. So Wendy's had a flurry of activity. I wonder when it went down. It's funny that Google was still, the tracking information was still saying that, was saying they were busy. Like when I left, I was hoping it was going to be slowed. I almost didn't go because it spiked up. The bar graph spiked up, and I'm like, oh, I should have went earlier. Like at 11 o'clock. I wonder if they're associating not purchase information, but just tracking information. So if it says, if they coordinate the location of your location to the McDonald's, they say the McDonald's is busy. So even though people are just driving through after reading the sign, it's still saying it's busy. It's not purchase information, it's just location information. That could be it. go into McDonald's for a quick go through the drive-through to get something, pick up something, they might be able to retrieve that information, put you in the location of the crime. Yeah, I don't know why there aren't more Arby's in Massachusetts. They seem to have a great selection. I mean, it's almost like a combination hamburger sub place because they get the sandwiches. You know what? I'm gonna have another cup of tea. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know, I've used a tea bag twice before, and there was plenty of, well, the water turned, so I don't know how much. It seemed fine to me, but I've got a new bag here. I know some people just leave it in there. Oh yeah. That was another option when I came home, is I almost went into Dunkin' Donuts. There's a 24-hour Dunkin' Donuts, and I'll have a breakfast sandwich. And I said, oh, I'll end up buying like a dozen donuts. And I feel pressured to buy a coffee when I go in there. Although I've gone in before and just picked up half dozen donuts. But yeah, bowl of Cheerios and a bag of popcorn. And no dreams that I recall. This is why I wanted another cup of tea. See those pet videos where the pet's in the other room sleeping. They go into the kitchen and they make the slightest noise of like where the treats kids are, something like that. They open up a cabinet or a drawer. The pet could be sound asleep. And up it jumps, rushes into the kitchen, or they just show an empty doorway leading to the kitchen. And there's the dog in the doorway. Oh yeah, these are so much better. What's ginger supposed to be good for, health benefit-wise? I was gonna say blood circulation. For some reason that came to mind, but maybe it's digestion. The only thing is I can't stop eating these. Yeah, I can't believe this. Well, that's bendable. Oh no, it's brittle. I wonder if it's almost the size of the round margarine plastic tops on the containers. I think it's the same size. I think that will be a substitute. But do they make them that size anymore? The tubs. Well, thanks everyone for stopping by. That was one of my evening breakfasts. Breakfast at 4 p.m. First meal of the day. full. If I feel like eating something else, I'll have another ginger snap cookie. So, I already forgot I had this on, voted, bought some groceries, have some options now, still buffalo wings and celery, now the hamburger. I haven't had spaghetti and meatballs in a while. But right now you really can't think of it after you just eaten, because I don't feel like eating. It reminds me of that, is it microeconomics or macroeconomics? How that works is when somebody has a need for something and it gets satisfied, they have a need for it. You can have a certain price point on that they're willing to pay. And if you take, for an example, food, if you're willing to buy a hamburger for $5, and then that person is full, you have to lower that price to get them to want to have another hamburger because their need has been cut down. So you can offer the second one for a cheaper price in order to get them to buy it, because they no longer have that urge to have it. I forget what the name, I wonder if it's got a name, economic theory name. Then if they have a second one, you have to drop the price again if you want to be able to get them to have another one, because they're full. And it gets to a point where you couldn't pay them to have another one. So thanks again everyone for stopping by. Thank you for your comments and continued support. Hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, I can't seem to leave a grocery store. Well, at least this time I got 3 bags. But that seems to be the norm now. It is easily spending $75 to $85. Those chicken wings, until I get chicken winged out. Those are the whole wings, so there could be 4 meals there. Hamburger. I could make myself a hamburger. I forgot to pick up some, I don't know if you had any pickles or lettuce. And then I was going to buy some frozen fries. But I opted for I'll have the pasta salad, the Greek pasta salad with a hamburger. But yep, thanks for your comments, and thanks to my PayPal contributors. Thanks for using the Amazon affiliate link in the description to make any of your Amazon purchases. Oh, I think they had the Christmas stuff up again already. At Home Depot, had the Christmas trees up. Before, another thought, I saw this headline about, is Halloween dying? And I'm like, are you kidding me? The preparation and decorations people are putting out is getting ridiculous. Maybe it's more for the adults. I think it was Frankenstein at Home Depot that was over $700. I'm not putting a $700 item on my front lawn. and then going to bed. I'm not gonna spend $700 on a Halloween decoration anyways, period. That's crazy. But yeah, and the thing it wasn't just sounds. It had like a whole paragraph it was reciting. It was a whole dialogue when you triggered the motion activation on it. Motion sensor. It was I'm looking at this thing and it's like an animatronic you'd find at like Disney World. It was really elaborate. It should be for that much money. But I don't think there were a lot of trick-or-treaters, so. Yep. Okay. This time, for real. Thanks, everyone. Just a final thought there. Saw that headline. Till next video, everyone. Bye. Thanks for watching.